Stop.
Before you scroll past this, before you close this video,
I need you to hear something.
something that nobody around you is saying out loud. You are not behind.
You are not broken. You are not too late. But you are running out of time to believe that. And that is why you are here today. Not by accident. Not by chance. This moment right now, this could be the moment your entire life shifts direction.
So stay with me, because what I'm about to tell you is not just words.
It is the truth you forgot. The truth that has been buried under years of doubt, fear, and other people's opinions. And once you remember it, once it hits you in the chest, you will never be the same again. You have one life. Not two. Not a backup. One.
And deep inside, there is a voice.
A quiet voice. It has been whispering to you for a long time.
It says there is more for you. There is more than this. You were meant for something bigger.
Today, I want you to listen to that voice, because it is telling you the truth. Let's start from the very beginning. Everything in your life, everything starts with one thing. Not money, not talent, not the right connections. It starts with belief. What you believe about yourself becomes the story you live.
And most people are living a story written by fear, written by failure, written by the opinions of people who themselves never dared to dream. Research from Stanford University shows that people who have a growth mindset, who genuinely believe they can improve, are significantly more likely to achieve their goals than people who believe their abilities are fixed.
This is not a theory. This is biology. Your brain literally restructures itself around what you believe.
Scientists call it neuroplasticity.
Your mind follows your focus.
If you focus on failure, your brain builds highways toward failure. If you focus on possibility, your brain builds highways toward possibility.
So the question is not, can you do it? The question is, do you believe you can? Because the Wright brothers were told by experts that human flight was physically impossible.
Thomas Edison failed over 1,000 times before the light bulb worked. Every person who ever changed the world did so, because they believed something nobody else believed yet. That belief was not a luxury.
It was the starting point.
And it is yours too. You don't need to be perfect to believe. You just need to begin.
Believe you can, and you will find a way. Now here is something that will either shake you or save you.
Time is not waiting.
Not for you.
Not for anyone.
In 2010, a study published in the Journal of Experimental Psychology found that people consistently overestimate how much time they have left to achieve their goals. They tell themselves, I'll start next week, next month, next year.
And then they look up and a decade has passed.
The clock never paused.
Opportunities don't knock indefinitely.
They show up. They wait for a moment, and then they move on. Think about the dreams you had 5 years ago. Where are they now? Did you build them, or did you bury them under the word someday? Someday is a lie.
It is the most dangerous word in the human language because it sounds like a plan, but it is actually a trap. You are not too young. You are not too old. But if you don't move now, you will be too late.
Not because the world stops you, but because you stopped yourself.
The person who woke up at M while you were sleeping, they are not special.
They just decided that now is the only time that matters. Make that decision today, not tomorrow, now. But when you do start, when you finally take that first step, I need you to prepare for something.
The results will not come immediately.
And that silence, that gap between effort and reward, that is where most people quit.
They plant the seed on Monday and dig it up on Wednesday to check if it is growing.
But growth does not work that way. A bamboo tree spends 5 years underground building its root system before it ever breaks through the surface.
And then in 6 weeks it grows 90 feet tall. The people watching from outside say, wow, it grew so fast. But the farmer who watered it every day for 5 years knows the truth.
It was always growing. You just couldn't see it. Your journey is the same. Every day that you show up and nobody claps, growth is happening. Every morning, you wake up and do the work when you don't feel like your growth is happening. Every time you choose discipline over comfort, you are becoming. Trust the process even when it is invisible. Especially when it is invisible. You get one life,
one body,
one chance to walk this earth and leave something behind. And yet, look around. Most people live as if they have a spare.
They push their dreams to next year.
They let fear make every major decision.
They choose safety over purpose every single time.
And then one day quietly, without announcement, it is over. A Harvard study on regret found that the most common regret people have at the end of their lives is not the things they did.
It is the things they didn't do.
The business they never started. The person they never told, I love you. The life they never lived because they were too afraid of what other people would think.
Regret is not loud.
It doesn't arrive with a warning.
It comes at a M, in the quiet, when there is nothing left to distract you. Don't let that be your ending. You have a song inside you, a purpose, a fire. Don't leave this world without singing it. One life, one chance. Use it. And when things fall apart, and they will when the plan fails, when the door closes, when the person walks away, I want you to remember this. You are not being punished. You are being redirected. There is something in ancient Stoic philosophy that the great Marcus Aurelius wrote about, that every obstacle is the way forward, not around it, through it. The universe, whatever you believe in, has a larger plan than the one you are holding onto. Think about every time something painful happened in your life. A rejection, a loss, a failure. Now think about where that pain led you. Most of the time, it led you somewhere better. Somewhere you never would have gone if everything had gone according to your original plan. The storm is not here to destroy you. It is here to redirect you towards something greater. Keep your faith. Keep walking. Because the universe gives its best gifts to those who refuse to quit. And while we are talking about this, I want to pause for a second. If this message is speaking to your heart, if you feel something shifting inside you right now, then you are exactly where you need to be. This is The Ideal Story, and we are here every week to bring you these truth stories, lessons, and real talk that will push you forward. Hit that subscribe button right now and turn on notifications so you never miss a video. And if this one is hitting home, give it a like. It takes 1 second, but it tells the universe I am ready. Now back to the truth. Here is one that most people are not ready to hear. Nobody is coming to save you. Not your family, not your friends, not fate, not luck, not a miracle breakthrough. Nobody. And the moment you accept that fully, completely, something powerful happens, you stop waiting. You stop hoping someone else will fix it. You stop blaming the world for where you are. And you start. This is not a cruel truth. This is the most liberating truth in existence. Because if no one is coming, then everything is in your hands. And your hands are capable of more than you know. Viktor Frankl survived the Nazi concentration camps, one of the darkest experiences a human being can endure, and he came out and wrote that the last of human freedoms is the ability to choose your response to any situation. If he could choose his response in that darkness, you can choose yours too. No excuses. No waiting. You are the hero. Be the rescue you have been waiting for. Here is something that will change how you see effort forever. Nothing you do with full intention is ever wasted. Nothing. Science has confirmed what champions have always known, that small, consistent actions compound over time into extraordinary results. James Clear, in his research on habits, showed that if you improve just 1% every single day, by the end of 1 year, you are 37 times better than when you started. 37 times. From 1% daily. Think about that. 1 push-up becomes 10. 10 becomes 100. 1 sentence becomes a paragraph. A paragraph becomes a chapter. A chapter becomes a book. The people who look unstoppable right now were not born that way. They were built quietly, invisibly, one small decision at a time. You are not behind. You are in the middle of your building phase. Don't stop. Everything adds up. Especially the invisible days. Especially the boring days. Especially the days nobody sees. Those are the days that matter most. Now I want to talk about something dangerous. Average. Average is comfortable. Average is safe. Average doesn't get criticized. But average is a slow death. It is waking up one day at 70 years old and realizing you spent your entire life pretending to be smaller than you were so that other people would feel comfortable around you. Research shows that the #1 deathbed regret recorded by palliative nurse Bronnie Ware after years of sitting with dying patients was this: I wish I had the courage to live a life true to myself. Not the life others expected of me. Not the average life. The true life. The full life. Don't die average. Don't trade your greatness for approval. Don't shrink your fire because someone else is cold. You were born to shine. And shining is not selfish. It is your responsibility. You attract what you are. Not what you want. Not what you pray for. What you are. This is one of the oldest laws of human psychology, and it has been confirmed again and again through research on social networks, relationships, and success patterns. You become the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. But more than that, your energy, your habits, your confidence, your discipline, they send out a signal. And the world responds to that signal. If you walk into a room defeated, life sends you more defeat. If you walk in like someone who has decided to win, life starts giving you things to win at. This is not magic. This is frequency. Tune your signal. Become the person who deserves what you are asking for.
And then watch how fast the right people, the right chances, the right does find you, and all of this every lesson. Every truth requires one foundation.
Discipline.
Not motivation. Motivation is a feeling.
It comes and goes like weather.
Discipline is a choice. It is quiet. It is consistent. And it is the single greatest separator between the life you dream of and the life you are living right now. A study from the University of Pennsylvania found that self-discipline was a better predictor of academic success than IQ, better than intelligence.
Because intelligence without action is just potential.
And potential without discipline never becomes real.
You don't need to be the most talented. You don't need to be the most inspired.
You need to be the most consistent.
Show up when you don't feel like it.
Do the work when the room is empty. Build when nobody is watching.
Because that is when character is formed.
That is when the real you is built. Make your importance. Not from ego. Not from arrogance. But from deep self-knowing. The sun does not ask for permission to rise. It does not apologize for its light. It simply shows up fully every single morning. And the world wakes up because of it.
You have that same power inside you. But somewhere along the way you were taught to dim it.
To shrink. To apologize for taking up space. Stop. Your time is valuable. Your energy is expensive. Your voice matters.
When you show up fully, not perfectly, but fully, you give other people permission to do the same. Your light does not take away from anyone else's. It adds to the world.
Rise like the sun. Not for attention. Not for validation.
Because you know who you are.
And you know what you carry. And finally, this is the one that will stay with you. Don't waste your life. Not on scrolling. Not on people who don't value you. Not on playing small.
Not on waiting for a perfect moment that will never arrive. A study by researchers at Cornell University found that older adults regret inaction far more than action.
The risk they took and failed they made peace with. The risks they never took, those haunted them. Don't let your life be a collection of almost. Don't let fear write your story. Don't leave this world with your potential still inside you, unused, unseen, unlived. You have dreams for a reason.
You have pain for a reason.
You have hunger for a reason. None of it was an accident.
You were built for something.
And the world needs you to build it. Here is your promise to yourself starting right now. You will not quit on your life. You will not settle for average. You will show up even when it is hard.
You will fight for your future when it feels impossible. You will believe deeply, completely that you can do this, because you can. Years from now, you will look back at this exact moment, and you will say, that was the day I chose to rise.
That was the day I stopped waiting. That was the day everything changed. You were not born to be small.
You were not born to stay silent.
You were not born to waste this one extraordinary life. You were born to rise. Now go.
Build your story. Make it legendary.